Frontline Socialist Party alleged that India is taking undue advantage of Sri Lanka's economic crisis by stealing its national assets. They made this allegation at a media briefing in Colombo today.
මේ ආර්ථික අර්බුදය නැත්නම් මේ පාලක පන්ති විසින් නිර්මාණය කරපු අර්බුදය පාවිච්චි කරලා ඒ ලබා දී
India has used the economic crisis, or in other words, the crisis created by the ruling elite, to claim ownership of a large portion of our national assets simply by using the $3.9 billion they loaned out to us. They're on a mission to claim the north and the east. There are plans to evict around 18,000 families by now. Many ancient fishing villages, including Samudragama and Vijitapura, will be wiped out with over 3,000 families. This is merely a start. A power transmission grid is being developed between India and Sri Lanka. The second matter is the renewable energy projects planned to be established targeting the north. We witnessed the CEB entering into agreements with Adani in the recent past. The Electricity Act is being amended to fulfill the rest of these requirements. A plan is underway to lay an oil pipeline from India to Sri Lanka. On the surface, it may seem like an attempt to supply oil at a lower cost. But that is not the case. Sri Lanka's market is smaller than even some of India's major cities. There is no need to invest in such a massive project. What is being attempted is to claim the ability to supply oil to vessels of other nations. There is a natural gas and crude oil deposit around the Manna Basin. Based on the observations conducted so far, 2 billion barrels of crude oil can be extracted from this. There is also 9 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. These two have been projected to be valued at $167 billion. This deposit is the focus of the agreement. India attempted to claim this for a long time. This is the direct route for it. Oil will be extracted from the area, refined and sold using our land, our ports and so on. Then, a proposal will be made to approve the Indian rupee as an accepted currency in Sri Lanka. A proposal will also be made to name economic zones from Trincomalee to Colombo. This was the aim of the MCC project as well. The reason for this is the need to connect the Colombo port with the Trincomalee port. Sri Lanka will be connected to India from Manna on one side. Another project from Manna to Trincomalee will be launched, and finally, an economic corridor from Trincomalee to Colombo will be established. It was mentioned on the agreement inked in July that both the NLDB and Milco will be leased to Indian corporations. By now, the Amul Corporation has come forward for it. They are preparing to lease out 32,000 acres and 32 farms under this agreement. Minister Nimal Siripala announced that Sri Lankan Airlines will be sold. One entity tipped to purchase it is Adani. We also have reports that Indian companies have engaged in extraction activities of the ilmenite quarry in Kuchaveli. That too is being plundered.
විවිධ කොටස් අත්පත් කර ගැනීම සඳහා ඉන්දියානු සමාගම් ඇවිල්ලා ඔවුන් මේ ප්‍රදේශයේ මැනීම් කටයුතු වල නිරත වෙනවා කියලා. ඒතකොට ඉල්මනට් නිදිය කොල්ල කන්න සූදානම් වෙනවා.